In the heart of a world lost to time, where nature's giants still roam, a new day dawns. Soft, golden sunlight pierces the dense canopy of a prehistoric jungle. Here, nestled within a colossal nest woven from massive leaves and shattered branches, a titan stirs. This is the Titan Ape, a creature of myth and legend, brought to life. He cups his giant hands and brings water to his lips. Droplets cascade down his weathered fur, catching the light like scattered diamonds. Refreshed, he splashes water over his ferocious gorilla-like face. Hunger now calls. He turns his attention to a towering prehistoric banana tree. His movements are calm and deliberate as he peels a large, ancient banana. His enormous, hypermuscular arms reach for the sky, the thick, snowy white fur rippling with the movement. Every fiber of his being seems to radiate raw, untamed power. Far below, the prehistoric meadow is a picture of serene existence. His intense, deep-set eyes, which usually radiate dominance, are now peaceful. The air is still, the only sounds the gentle lapping of water and the soft chewing of cud. Near the winding riverbank, a herd of deer-like creatures, their heads adorned with magnificent long antlers, grazes peacefully. There's a surprising intelligence in his gaze as he eats, a moment of tranquility in this savage world. A young deer, barely more than a fawn, nibbles innocently on a patch of ferns, completely oblivious to the world beyond its next bite. But this piece is fragile. The tall grass behind the herd begins to shift. It's a subtle movement at first, almost imperceptible. The great snake coils, its muscles bunching like stone. Then it lunges. The attack is explosive, a blur of motion that shatters the morning's calm. With its prey lifeless, the serpent begins to drag the heavy carcass back towards the shadows of the forest, leaving a trail of crushed vegetation and a deep, dragging groove in the soft earth. The distress calls of the herd have not gone unnoticed. His sharp eyes examining the scene of the attack. He sees the disturbed soil, the trampled grass, and the unmistakable drag mark left by the colossal snake. His nostrils flare as he sniffs the air, a scent of death and danger confirming his suspicions. The colossal ape begins to follow the trail, his powerful stride carrying him deep into the dense vegetation. Up ahead, a broken tree trunk, snapped clean in two, serves as a grim measure of the snake's sheer weight and power. The terrain slopes downward, becoming a muddy path leading toward the river. He steps into deep, water-filled tracks, the unmistakable signature of the Titanoboa. The tension builds with every step, the jungle seeming to hold its breath. As he moves deeper, a new sound reaches him, the faint echo of splashing water. He slows his pace, moving with a newfound stealth, and peeks through a thick curtain of leaves. Before him lies a wide, ancient river. There, partially submerged near the bank, is the Titanoboa, its massive jaws unhinged as it begins to devour the deer. His giant hands grip the damp earth, his knuckles white, his body tensing for the inevitable confrontation. For a heart-stopping moment, the two titans simply stare at each other. With a violent surge, the Titanoboa lunges forward, a wave of water erupting around it. Titanoboa lunges, its massive head a blur of olive and brown scales aiming for the ape's chest. A deafening roar of pain and fury rips from his throat. A primal sound that echoes for miles across the river and through the dense jungle. Titanoboa is a master of constriction. In a flash, a thick coil wraps around the ape's torso, tightening with relentless, crushing pressure. The air is forced from Titan Ape's lungs, his ribs groaning under the strain. The serpent uses its advantage, pulling the mighty ape off his feet and dragging him deeper into the fast-moving river. The current immediately seizes them, pulling both giants into the turbulent heart of the channel. Titan Ape, fighting for his life, begins to punch the snake with furious, powerful blows. Large bubbles burst toward the surface with each impact, a testament to the raw power behind every strike. The serpent thrashes wildly, its massive body creating a vortex, a whirlpool of chaos that pulls them deeper. Desperate for air, Titan Ape fights his way back to the surface. Titan Ape stumbles, but quickly regains his balance, roaring as he slams a fist into the snake's muscular body. The serpent coils again, this time wrapping with lightning speed around Titan Ape's left arm, twisting it backward at an unnatural angle. His fingers dig into the tough scales, tearing some loose in his fury. Reacting with pure instinct, Titan Ape catches the serpent mid-lunge. He harnesses its momentum, pivots, and with a tremendous display of power, body slams the colossal snake into a shallow area near the riverbank. He raises both arms high above his head and brings them down like hammers, smashing onto the serpent's coils again and again. Titan Ape lifts the entire snake, flipping it through the air and slamming its body onto the sharp, exposed river rocks. The impact is devastating. The great serpent lies weakened, its movements slow and trembling. The battle is over. The great serpent, Titanoboa, lies lifeless in the grip of it. Titan Ape releases the colossal snake, its massive body drifting for a moment in the shallow river. The ape stands tall, water streaming in silvery rivulets down its thick, snowy white fur, a stark contrast to its dark, powerful form. Its chest heaves with slow, deep breaths. The colossal serpent, a giant even in death, is dragged toward the shore. The snake's immense body, heavier than a fallen tree, plumes of mist rising into the cool morning air. In the pale light of dawn, the rippling water reflects the silhouette of a victorious Titan. This is Titan Ape's world, and all other creatures exist within its shadow. In a wide, breathtaking shot, we see the true scale of the moment. The giant ape hauling its serpentine rival through a field of tall, prehistoric reeds, dwarfing everything in sight. Mud and water fly with every heavy pull, a visceral display of force and determination. For a moment, Titan Ape pauses. It stands straight, its head turning slowly, alert eyes scanning the dense jungle. The fight may be over, but the wilderness is never truly safe. Titan Ape's heavy footsteps thud against the earth, a rhythmic, powerful beat that echoes through the trees. Backlit by the morning sun filtering through dense ferns, the ape's silhouette becomes something mythical, an ancient god carrying its sacrifice. High above, flocks of startled pterosaurs take flight, their screeches a distant answer to the king's roar. Thank you for watching. If you were as captivated by the power of Titan Ape as we were, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic prehistoric encounters. See you in the next one.